Hey guys, Joe Renington here. I'm back at Midwest Dreamin'. I'm here with Brock Robinson, an account executive with SMS Magic. So Brock, what can you tell everybody about what you guys do?
So we are a SMS texting solution that is fully integrated within the Salesforce platform. So basically anytime you want to send, receive text messages to potential clients, current clients, and you're just not getting any reception with calls and email, which is very common. Text messaging is obviously the new wave of communication and has been for about 5 to 10 years now. I even use my dad as an example. I don't even think he had texting turned on his cell phone 3 years ago, and it's really the only way I can communicate with him now. So we basically just seamlessly integrate with Salesforce, and it allows you to keep track of all the incoming and outgoing conversations that you're having with your customers, all within your Salesforce CRM.
So where would I go in Salesforce to send a text, like to their contact record, lead record? Where would you go?
So we're able to apply, we have a new thing, it's called a conversation view. So what it does is we basically built a visual force page that takes your history, again, your incoming and outgoing SMS messages, and turns it into what looks like a real live cell phone conversation on top of a contact record or a lead record. It can actually go on any type of object, really, custom objects or standard objects, and that conversation view can be applied there. And like I said, it looks like an ingoing and outgoing conversation on your cell phone screen. And really the cool thing about it is as you can imagine, Salesforce out of the box, you have to refresh the page to be able to see the history coming in and out. Our conversation view actually is live. So as soon as you receive a message, you don't need to click refresh or anything. The conversation pops up right there, and we're also fully integratable with the Salesforce One application, so you can actually see this conversation on your cell phone as well.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten messages via text from companies that I'm working with, but just maybe people aren't familiar with it, or just even maybe some good stories that you have about how your customers are using this.
So
some examples.
Yeah, one cool use case that I learned from I was at another similar to this, another show similar to this, actually here in Chicago in June, and I spoke with a school administrator. 80% of our customers are actually higher ed, college, universities, and high schools. And I was speaking with a university admissions officer she'd been in a role for about 14, 15 years, and she just got done bragging to me that the fall semester and the spring semester of last year were the two best semesters she had. And so what we have is we're actually able to piggyback on what Salesforce does with workflows and process builders. And she had a whole process built by her Salesforce admin that basically 30 minutes before a student came into her office to either set up for the new semester, drop a class, anything like that, as you can imagine as an admission counselor's nightmare is trying to get a hold of those students. She was able to get all that done 2 weeks before the end of the semester, and it was the best semester she'd ever had because of that. Because when I was speaking with her, I put her in my shoes. When I was a student, you told me to come in I had until the 28th to get something done. I came in on the 28th to get that done. Well, with text messaging, she was able to get out to her student body a lot quicker and a lot sooner and actually receive responses. And a part of that response and using that workflow and process builder, she basically had a number system that, text 1 if you want to change classes, text 2 if you want to drop a class. And so basically through our keyword recognition or number recognition, whenever they text 1, it would come back and so, all right, you want to register for classes, what's your major? Text 1 for marketing, text 2 for, sciences or anything like that. And basically, without even picking up a number or having any type of personal communication with this student, the student was able to line out exactly what she needed to get done with that meeting. And through that, she was able to cut her meeting time in half, which she was able to double up her student body within an hour. So she was knocking out twice as many students in the same hour that she was doing in the past, and she was doing that all using our workflow and process builder.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's definitely a very cool story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saving them time. Obviously, they prefer the communication that way.
Yep.
Most students and things like that.
Definitely prefer the text message.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. If people want to try this out, what's the best thing for them to do?
Best thing you can do, you can find us on the App Exchange. We're the #1 texting application on Salesforce platform. So you can find us on the App Exchange, or you can simply text Brock, BROCK, to 36343, and that'll get you in direct communication with me through texting.
And to try it out, do they have to purchase any phone number to text with, or is there a trial number? How does that work?
So that's the cool thing is we do offer a free trial. It's usually about 2 weeks, and I stay in direct contact with them through those 2 weeks, figuring out what they're doing, how they're using it, if it's changing things, etc. But we supply you with a number, or you can potentially bring your own landline number. has to be a landline. We can't use your cell phones because those are obviously already text enabled through your service provider, Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, who be it. But you can bring your own landline, and we have that text enabled for you. And basically that allows you to send and receive text through Salesforce. So that'd be their option through the trial. We can either give you the number and obviously give you an area code that you're looking for, assuming that it's available, and we can provide it to you, or again, you can bring your own number.
Awesome. All right, Brock, well, thanks so much for your time.
Awesome, thank you. Nice meeting you.
Hey, if you like our videos, please be sure to subscribe and follow us on Twitter.